welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today should mark the last prowler quest in the village. I hope. There's a chance that it won't be, but that's unpredictable. I could have probably just... Oh, feline hurler I think is what I want. If it applies. But I just have to break a Duramboros's hump or back. I don't know what noun they chose. And then I think I'm all done prowling around. Which will be, I don't know, it's a landmark. It's an accomplishment, not much of one, but unless there's no, there's probably more hunter, or there are probably more prowler quests that get unlocked via hunter quests that I'll have to deal with if I get to that point, which I won't, but for now, it'll be the last. I think it's possible that it will unlock more right away. I keep going in circles, but hope. And depending on how long this takes, I'll have to decide what to do next. If this is quick, then I might actually try some real hub quests. Maybe advanced quests as well. My guess is it won't be quick. Oh. That was weird. I need to do that because if I can get enough mount damage in, it'll help breaking the hump. I'm pretty sure. That's actually pretty good too. It's actually a decent combo. I lose out on the spin, but I still get all the boomerang hits. And I'm pretty sure that attack does mount damage no matter how it hits. Because I can't imagine it relies on like you can only get mount damage if you're falling downwards or something silly. But I like come on, bug. I like Duramboros. It's a fun monster. I kind of hope it comes back. It's not a super interesting monster. But I don't know, there's nothing like... I don't think there's anything bad about Duramboros. Other than maybe it's a little boring. Like, that's a fairly minor issue in my opinion. Because of how many monsters just are boring. Ooh, that almost... That looked weird. I think I can also use... I'm assuming the feline comet, based on how it attacks, also does mount damage? But, I don't know, it didn't jump in the air. I thought it jumped in the air, but if it doesn't jump, then it might not be mount damage. I'm gonna get hit. It's fine. Please heal me. Please heal me, my buddies. Not close enough. Oh, I don't know if it attacks well enough. It's actually, honestly, I think it actually has kind of positive elements as well, design-wise. Like the tail swings and stuff are kind of, there's a lot of flair to them. Which is kind of interesting compared to some monsters. Like that. That's a great attack. It's awful. I hate getting hit by it, but it's an excellent attack. I have to go sit in a different area and heal now because I don't want to die. My cat just blew a healing horn, but not a good one. Convenient. Don't hit me. Inconvenient. Oh well. I think at this point I commit to attacking in the hopes that a true health horn would be activated by my cat. I need to rebuild the piercing boomerang stack. Nope, that's a bad location to run. That felt weird, but I think it was fine. Please don't hit me. Thank you. I think one thing that I'm not confident, I don't think prowlers can Superman? Maybe they can and I just have missed it? Or at least not, like, for free. Bad inputs. That is questionable. It still being that close. Okay, put it away. I'm lucky. I think I need big boomerang. Oh, interesting. Eat that. With hitting its face more than its hump. Just run away. But I think... I hope there's something stand out in Wilds. Like, I don't love Prowler. But I want there to be something, even just some minor, like, I don't know, better fishing minigame instead of just timing the click. If there's like a actual minigame to it, that would be enough. Just something that clearly sets it apart. I hate bullfangos. Like, give the players a hunt that's just 1 HP bullfangos that they just one-shot. Just as a way to let them vent anger. Wait, how does Palico mounting work? I don't have to worry about stamina. I mean, I still have to worry about this. So it's the same, like, worry. It's doomed. That was literally impossible. I actually think that was impossible. Because I messed up a little bit, and I could have gotten a tiny bit more. But even if I had held the button when it was in that last one, it would have ticked over too quickly. Because it was 3 long attacks directly after one another. That was impossible. I'm relatively confident that that was impossible without some sort of, I don't know, enhancing skill. Small boomerangs. Which is unfortunate, because that's a waste of some potential hump damage. Oh, I hate that. Kind of wish that would have iframes. It shouldn't have iframes, so it's good that it didn't, but I wish it did. I keep forgetting to remove that skill. think without the mount, it is actually going to be very annoying to break it. They can only really get clean hits from the side like that, not from front on or the back. Like, I think I figured out what it is. I actually do think that there is not longer animations for roars and being knocked over as a cat. It's just they move more, which makes it feel like it wastes more time because you have to sit there. Hey, there's a noticeable animation, so you can... It's not forgettable. It attracts attention more because there's motion. Okay, it pierces out. No, it isn't. I thought it was. I'm hoping the venting is a good sign for the hump break. No, clearly it's just the, like, state of the monster, so it has nothing to do with it being about to break. Kind of unlucky there. Can I get this? Yeah, that's good enough for now. Don't know why I went that way. It could be entirely dictated by the direction it started spinning in, and I wouldn't know. I wonder if they would ever do like a super uninteresting option of Palicos where it's just a hunter but smaller. Just visually you're a Palico. Maybe comes with a smaller hitbox that is somehow comes with some sort of negative effect. Like full weapons and not Palico limited gear. That was not my input. It is what I input, but it's not what I was... My brain and my actions don't mix. Oh, unfortunate. My brain is asleep. My brain does not know how to play this game for some reason. I have no idea why I keep pressing Y when I'm supposed to be pressing B to continue throwing boomerangs. It makes absolutely no sense. I figured I'd at least get the hit, so it's gonna get hit anyway. Okay, give me that. Now give me a soothing one. Nope, not that. It is interesting that the comet does launch, it does initiate attacking, so it does keep your weapon out. Instead of some goofy putting the weapon away after it's done. Oh, every time. Nope, that's not the direction I was inputting. I was gonna go left. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do as a cat in that scenario, because I don't think I can escape by Superman diving. I've tried. Maybe I didn't try. Maybe I tried it in the wrong context somehow. Like, the monster's here. There's no Superman. So, I could be missing something, but it feels dangerous. And there's the advantage that prowlers have more HP effectively because of the acorns, but it's not a very satisfying. Oh, you just die. You have to consume an acorn because you can't Superman stuff. There must be some way to dodge with, like, skills. I hate this. They can't Superman. Which isn't why I got hit there. I got hit there because I'm bad. But just break already. Please just stop. Okay, good. It's not going for the spinny. I thought it was going for the spin. Also, this is, I think, a big flaw with Prowler. The undergrowth, just everywhere. You can't, if you want to actually aim up, you have to accept the fact that you can't see anything. Which is a huge oversight that would have been super avoidable by just getting rid of the overgrowth when it blocks your view. And it's not necessarily an oversight, it might have been intentional. They could have been like, oh yeah, no, we gotta make the players suffer. For no reason other than, hey, it's somewhat realistic that it'd be hard for a cat to see. Except for the fact that the cat is clearly above the elevation of the grass. So the cat would be able to see, it's just, oh, the player can't see because they have to use a camera. Which is artificial and therefore not actually a realism is not an argument in favor of not having the bushes disappear when the camera is positioned in that sort of way. What was that? Was it angry at a bug? Such a waste of time. It's great when you're doing a normal hunt and you're oh, good. It didn't waste the... It didn't flash it and then wake it up. Okay, I hate that. I understand that it faces the direction the Palico's facing. And that's an obvious choice, and it is obviously an intentional choice. But... Nope. Yep. Step too far forward with the spins, combined with it spinning towards me. That was kind of doomed. We got lucky. We got a free heal. Nope. Not getting away from that. Yep. Does half my HP. Half my total HP, not half of what was my current HP. Can't waste too many points though. I still have to rebuff the piercing soon. Oh, that's a helpful armor horn. I would have liked to heal there. Nope, nope. He's quick. kind of neat. You can do the 3 boomerang combo. Sounds like an order at a restaurant. Into that, into that. It doesn't actually have, like, downtime. Which I would have assumed it would have. You can attack right away. Which I think is good. It's not really super usable, but it's less clunky well, it's not less clunky, it feels less clunky because it isn't clunky. It's just sort of whenever you're like, oh, I want to attack, but you can't because of not necessarily arbitrary, but I'm going to say arbitrary, but that's not quite what I mean. Because there's reasons that it exists, so it's not arbitrary. But like, what is it, backswing is a term that's used in some games? I think specifically Dota 2 is what I'm thinking of. Where characters, heroes, have backswings on their automatic attacks. And you can cancel them and stuff. This attacks can effectively have a backswing, I think. Which is really, it's just locked into an animation. It's just at the end of the attack as opposed to the start. Like after the attack is finished, being locked into an animation is, in the context of Dota 2, what a backswing signifies, I believe. I think I should mount soon. But also mounting is way slower with a prowler than with a hunter, so it's actually difficult to judge. Yep, bad idiot. Should have just kept going with the swings. Oh! I love that anger. Very helpful. Agreed. That's gonna hit the horns instead of the back. Oh, that's parting gift, not a part break. Okay. Okay, crown tremors. We've hit. Nice, hit on the way back. Which is acceptable. Still don't understand how you determine the direction that's going to be facing other than trying to look at it when it's in the air. There's a mount. Please don't curse me. That was a little early. Okay, good. Actually a viable mount. Doing good damage to the hump. Excellent. See if I can get horn break coincidentally just before it is over. That was fine. 25 minutes-ish, well, probably more like 20, is long and not very fun, but it didn't go as poorly as it could have. Imagine if the first first, the word is mount on the back, which is where the hump is. If that had been better, it might have been a minute, 30 minutes to a minute quicker. Is what I want to believe. 22.5 minutes is pretty rough for that type of mission because it's not very interesting. It's just, oh, attack the back. Not even attack the face or the tail, just the back. But that might be it. It is. There might be other quests that unlock more Prowler quests down the line. But I think with the timing, I'm not going to do an advanced quest because I think the real advanced quests will probably call for 50 minutes occasionally. So they will have to be very dedicated to clear. But I'll do there's one advanced quest that seems approachable, maybe, because it is fungus. It's 20 unique mushrooms, which is a lot. I'm doing it as a hunter because, I don't know, I probably should do it as a prowler. I'm grabbing the normal stuff instead of gathering stuff because, I don't know. Autopilot activated. I shouldn't have to hunt anything, but I can see what shows up. Maybe it's an interesting monster, like a unique-ish monster that hasn't shown up yet. Oh yeah, this is low rank. They actually give me free stuff. Maybe that's the reason the advanced quests are in low rank, so that they can actually give you items without having to make an exception or something. So I'm looking for mushrooms, right? I don't know where mushrooms are. Yeah, I should check. Try to avoid it. Okay, zone 8. Steer clear. But yeah, mushrooms. I guess... Oh, is this... Okay. This, like, this type of mushroom and then the other visual design of mushrooms that exists. I was expecting to look for the other design. The, like, I don't know, Mario mushroom. Like, a white mushroom. That type of mushroom instead of this spindly type of mushroom. I forgot which this map contained. I don't think the Elder can give me unique mushrooms. What could this be? Because this is an advanced quest, it's just a mushroom gathering, so I don't think I have to kill it. Otherwise it would list it as needing to kill, I think. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's gross. It's a Rathian. Is it gonna rush me super duper duper fast? Good unique mushroom drops. That's been good. Okay. I'm gonna sit in a position where I can run. How hard will it hit? Huh. Oh, that's a grab. Hence the low damage. Low initial damage. Oh, that seems like a normal monster. Like, unless something's weird about it other than its bite damage there. Yeah, that's like normal Rathian damage. Why is this listed as an advanced quest? I think there has to be a reason. Well, the reason could be that it's a joke quest or something, but... I'm confused. It's out of place. What's that ping there? I can't remember what the max on mushrooms is. Oh, the ping was... It put a vase of vitality. But it can't even cure itself using the vase of vitality that it placed down. So they're still poisoned. But it's... What, great shroom? No idea what that is. Been interesting. I guess... I'm fine with where I'm at. I want to rush the hub, but I still have to give the advanced quests a chance. I have to give them a fair chance. Even if I don't really like the design of them. Where they're just super padding stats. which is, it's such an uninteresting difficulty system. Oh, they have significantly more HP than they should. So it just takes longer. But I do understand that HP is enough. The HP, high damage is like, you can't make mistakes, is sort of the design space. Well, I guess this is a terrible map because half the zones don't even have the potential for unique mushrooms. Not even including zone 1, because that one has nothing. Not a great map for mushrooms. But I'll deliver what I have because I don't know how where they stack. And if they stack to 10 and I went back, did another loop at 9, be pretty rough. Frogs. Cute little frogs. Yeah. I want to do the advanced quest, but I think depending on how one attempt goes, which will be next time I play, I will try one of them. I'm not sure which. It's either going to be Celtis Queen or one of the, like, Might is Right mixed. Wait, no, did I look for mushrooms properly in that one? Like one of the 4 or 5 monster, maybe 3, 4, 5. There's a bunch of different ones in that range. Yeah, I'll do one of those quests. Or the Celtis Queen. And then depending on how it goes, like if it's super frustrating or if I time out once, I'll just give up. And I'm totally fine with that because I can grind better gear in theory. And I don't feel bad about not doing them if I time out on them. And if I die super duper quickly, then I won't try again because I need better gear. Or just I need to be better, but limited time. So I'll have to decide then. Ooh, that's really lucky. But mostly it's going to be that or working on... Yeah, that's pretty good. Working through the hub, just following the list of key quests to get to the end as quick as possible. To hopefully see all the pre-master rank monsters. Which will be an okay place to leave. It'll miss out on a lot of interesting monsters, but and by a lot I mean exactly one that I know of. I don't know if there's any interesting monsters in Master Rank other than Otolka. I don't know if there's a single deviant or hyper. There's variants of monsters that could be interesting, but not, I think, actual individual monsters, new monsters that are interesting. I missed a double mushroom spot that I could have checked on the first loop that I didn't check. But I definitely want to see Nakarkos. That's like bare minimum. I want to fight high rank Nakarkos. Assuming Nakarkos is the correct name. The Hydra Squid. I'm at 8, I'm at 10. I'm at 12, I think. 14. 16. Remarkably lucky. Reminding me of one quest that I did where I needed 5 of an item, and I filled up my inventory 1.5 times with an item that was rarer before I got 5, which is half of the total. It was awful. These gathering quests are not ideal. I still don't get why this is advanced. There has to be some twist at the end, or it's just to make you paranoid. Which I could respect. just induce paranoia. Yep, that's just induce paranoia by listing it as an advanced quest. For some reason. Maybe it leads to another advanced quest. And it's an advanced because it leads to an advanced or something. No idea. Very weird. Now I have to go check if there's any new quests. There could be a reward for the quest that I just finished. Poof, all gone. They ate all the food again. Oh, I unlock a new housekeeper. I guess that's why it's an advanced quest. You get a housekeeper for it. Weird. I think I'm just gonna do the harvest doors. Just to get it all checked off. I could do it not. I could just not record it. I don't know, I kinda wanna proof of concept how much of a waste of time it is. It's about 37:40. And I wanna see how long it takes. I guess while I run it, I could talk about something. I could talk about the Chronicles of Narnia in a very general context. Like, I haven't read them since... I haven't even read all of them. As a kid-ish. No, as a kid, definitely. I read... From The Magician's Nephew to The Silver Chair? Kind of weird names. But I read there, I never finished the last 1 or 2 books. Maybe last 3 books even. Yeah, I don't know why this takes so long. Yeah, each of these is going to take about a minute, including the load at the start and the end, which is great fun. This takes the longest time is waiting for the quest complete. Great fun. I know they're not just meant to be cleared, and it's just here to check off the area. Yeah, the quest was 8 minutes and 53 seconds just to get it checked off. I know the intent is to go around, do stuff in the harvest tour, but why bother? Yeah, it's like a minute and a half total, almost, for one of these just to get this checked off. Which is fun. Yeah, like Chronicles of Narnia, as a kid, didn't... I mean, I was not... Like, technically I went to church because my mom went to church, and so I had to go to church for a while. Never really clicked with me. And because of that, I never, as a child, never really saw the very obvious religious everything with Aslan and all that stuff. But reading just the Wikipedia summary of the one called The Last Battle, it is like the very end of the Wikipedia summary is so blatantly, and I wouldn't even call it an allusion to God or Jesus or whatever Aslan is supposed to represent. Like, oh, he was no longer a lion, and they were in the true great world, and this is where the real story begins. It's like, yeah, it's very, very not subtle. Or I don't know, from like limited memory and everything else, other than The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the rest don't feel as blatant. Maybe there's some things that I'm missing because I don't know the Bible. I never read it. So there could be like specific references, deep cut references for the devoted readers. Those could exist for all I know. Bad inputs. And bad camera. That was slow. But it's just, I don't know, sort of as a child, because it was all just nothing, the connection never formed. Yeah, like the idea that, oh, this is some super blatant reference, which it is a super blatant reference, just didn't occur to me. And I don't know if I'd ever be able to actually read that last one without being like, oh, that's very... Like, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's only the end that's like incredibly obvious. Maybe the rest is still just a fun story for kids. Because the movie for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, haven't watched it in forever. Don't know if I will ever watch it again in my life. I still think it's a fun, just a fun story. Even if ignoring the whole lion being sacrificed spoilers to anyone that doesn't know. The whole lion sacrifice thing, which it's weird because it's sort of like, oh, sacrifice yourself to save everyone else. Except the sacrifice doesn't do anything. It's completely pointless because the White Witch attacks anyway. Which, I don't know. I think that might undercut the supposed message they want to tell. Like, it would sort of be like, oh, yeah, they sacrificed to preserve us from our sins. I don't know. Whatever it was the sacrifice was supposed to be about. But what The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe suggests is the sacrifice was a waste of time. Why bother? Because people are still gonna... Everything's still gonna go poorly, which maybe is the wrong conclusion from the intent, but it's a conclusion that I think can be drawn. And it's sort of not a... It's not the message they would probably be trying to espouse to young readers or watchers. Also, it's weird that it's like political. It's a political sacrifice. Like offering up a hostage so that a country doesn't attack you. It just feels out of place. And as a kid, the idea of that, I think, went over my head. It's like, it just kind of, it was weird. I still think it is weird. Because I don't know what the logic to that whole story is, because he sacrifices himself. He dies. He comes back. Is he stronger when he comes back? Because he comes back and they win the battle. What if he just didn't leave? They would have won anyway? It's not, I just don't know. There might have been some altogether forgettable explanation as to why he had to die. But beyond being an allusion to the head honcho, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because if in this world the super powerful lion, don't know why he's super powerful, can he just magic people? I don't remember. All I can remember is that he behaved like a lion attacking stuff. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, this is such a... I'm probably not going to do all of them. I'll just keep doing them for maybe 5-10 more minutes. Because The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Weird book series. Weird story. Specifically the Chronicles of Narnia. The rest are pretty forgettable. Except for The Magician's Nephew. That's about the only one that I can still actually remember even the tiniest bit of the story of. And even then, I don't remember much. Like Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader, outside of the movie, or what little I can remember from the movies, can't remember anything from the books. Like the only thing memorable is that their cousin was obnoxious. Like that's the only memorable part, which is not really a ringing endorsement, but it was a long time ago that I read it, so. And I've never reread it, where there's books that I read at a similar time or even before that I can still remember because I read them 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So they aren't as easily forgotten because they've, like, repetition makes it easier to remember stuff and all that. So I have no idea. It's kind of, I don't know if it's actually forgettable. Admittedly, there are probably other books I read around the same time that I forgot more about, because that I only read once and don't even remember reading anymore. There's probably books that I forgot their entire existence. Actually, I guess one book, the Magic Treehouse series. I don't know if that's still going on. Don't even know when it started. There's a legacy on the Wikipedia page before it even gets to the details that I'm interested in. List of books. Main series, first book, 1992. Yep, that's old. Dinosaurs. I don't remember a lot from those books, but also it's not really a fair comparison considering those are children's books. Like, you could read them in, I don't know, what am I doing? You could read them in 20 minutes, maybe less, maybe a lot less. I could be underestimating it, but my memory was that it was fairly few words on fairly few pages because it's targeting, I don't know, 6-year-olds? 5-year-olds? Is the target demographic? The animated film Magic Treehouse, followed by a bunch of Japanese characters, produced by Media Factory, premiered in Japan in October 2011. There was a Japanese anime movie of the Magic Treehouse. That's super specific. Oh, guild card. That's really surprising to me. I guess it's probably, I mean, it being popular in, like, Canada makes sense. US book, influenced Canada. It tracks. But I don't know, it doesn't seem... Actually, I'm definitely going to finish doing the Harvesters. Okay. It doesn't seem interesting enough. But I guess it's probably fairly easy to translate. It is probably pretty easy to translate given the simplicity, so it probably could reach a lot of the world without too much work. What? Morgan Le Fay is accidentally transformed into a mouse named Peanut by Merlin. Accidentally. My memory is I thought Morgan Le Fay was a villain, Merlin was a good guy. Why would the good guy accidentally turn them into a mouse? Why would they not do it intentionally? I thought they were a villain. Maybe not. Where did I stop reading those? I think I stopped when, at some point after it transitioned to Merlin missions. Somewhere in that grouping of books is where I stopped reading it. Might have even been targeted at 4-year-olds. I can't remember. I know I had friends in like 1st through 3rd grade. I had a friend at least who's like, oh, the new book. But I don't remember which books it was at that point in time. There's a happiness arc, a using magic wisely arc, an inspiring arc, very kids book. Some guy named Teddy accidentally turned Merlin's penguin Penny to stone in a book released in 2011. Wait, did I read the wrong one? No. What? What? Huh? There's one called Eve of the Emperor Penguin. And then several books later called A Crazy Day with Cobras is when a penguin gets turned to stone. I'm guessing the penguin was made a friend of Merlin's in the Penguin book? Weird. Just specific books are fun. Yeah, there's companion books, which was kind of neat. Like, there were companion books with, I don't know, like, actual research and actual non-fiction information, which were interesting. I think I had one of them. Definitely not the dinosaur one. I had all these other dinosaur books, which are probably out of date at this point in time. Oh, cool! So the last, like, fiction story they did was in 2016, but they continued doing non-fiction. That's fun. I don't know if they're good non-fiction books, but the most recent is 2022, Snow Leopards and Other Wild Cats. That's kind of fun. Alright. I wonder if those are easier to make, if they make more money, or if it's just a drive to teach kids, which would be kind of cool. If it was just, yep, these are actually informative, so we'll keep making these even if the story's over. Because I assume they finished the story. They could have dragged it on forever, probably. But, yeah, that's the only, like, young child book series that I even remember reading. There's a weird Geronimo Stilton series that I read, like, one book of. It was very weird. I think even when I read it, I was probably aged out of reading it. Weird book about a mouse? Or a rat? Yeah, I bet it was my younger brother's book. I mean, it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to read. Smaller, younger books. Oh, it's an Italian series. Cool. That's neat. How does that pun translate? How does the name Geronimo Stilton translate from... Italian to English? Like, what is Geronimo Stilton's name in Italian? It's probably a different... I mean, it could be the same cheese. I guess it's sort of... It could just be Geronimo. Just, it would have a different... It wouldn't just be pronounced Geronimo, it would probably be pronounced slightly differently. I don't know how it would be pronounced, but... It wouldn't be an English pronunciation. Oh. Okay. First book was Lost Treasure of the Emerald Eye in English, or Il Mistero dell'Occhio di Smeraldo, which I'm assuming emerald is not Smeraldo, and it's smell emerald. Like a portmanteau of the two. That's cool. There are more than 84 of these books. There's 84 normal versions of these books. 7 special editions. 6 mini mysteries. 2 anniversary editions in 2003 and 2004. Which is kind of funny. And then there's the Kingdom of Fantasy, like, I guess, spin-off, where the mouse is in a magic world? That's wild. And then there's a Thea Stilton version that has 38 books. There has to be ghostwriters, right? I mean, they're probably short enough that a person can write them all, but one person could write them all, but there's no way they don't have ghostwriters for that many series that are all actively running. Oh, yeah, so there's something I haven't unlocked for that, which is a hub quest needed, probably. Or I have to talk to somebody. I still imagine it has to be ghostwritten, because there are so many spin-offs and the like. There's a space version. A superhero version. A Viking version. There's adaptations of public domain stories. That's crazy. It's a series that I didn't really read. I read like one book of it, but that's a very long collection. There's video games. And there's an upcoming film? No. Someone acquired the rights to a film in 2023, which doesn't necessarily mean that a film will ever be made, but it's crazy. It's fun to look at these types of things. But that's it for today. I guess these will unlock from the hub, probably. And then I guess I'll try one of these next time. Depending on how it goes, I might try more. But it might take too long to do all of them. Just because they're not going to take less than 40 minutes each. So I won't be able to do 2 a day, probably. So it might take too long to do those and try to get to Nakarkos. But I'll try one, see where it's at, and then decide after that. So, that's it for today. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.